All right, this is the inequalities formative practice. So the first question was, how can you read this X and then it has like this little symbol here and then it has the 2. Well, remember that when it looks like this is greater than. When it points to the left, it's less than. When it has this greater than sign, but with a line under it, that means greater than or equal to. And then when it points to the left, or is the less than sign with a line under it, it's less than or equal to. So I see that this symbol is pointing to the right. So that means that it is greater than. So this says, we read from left to right, X is greater than 2. So that would be C. Number 2, same thing, but this time it's pointing to the left. So that means that is going to be this one here, this symbol. So you're going to say X is less than or equal to -5. So this says X is greater than, it doesn't say equal to, so it's not A. X is less than, it's not equal to, so I can get rid of that one. These are the two that are equal to. So now I have to decide, is it greater than or is it less than? Well, this is less. So X is less than or equal to -5. Okay, for number 3, it says, how can you graph X is greater than 8? Well, I'm thinking of a graph, and I put the 8 in the center. Now, it's not equal to. Now, remember, if it's not equal to it, then it's not colored in. So I'm going to go ahead and draw the sign. So when it's greater than, it's going to be an open circle and to the right. Okay? When it's less than, it's going to be an open circle and to the left. Okay? When it's greater than, it's going to go to the right, but it will be colored, greater than or equal to, it will be a closed circle. So we call these are open, and then these two are going to be closed circles. So the greater than or equal to would be to the right, and a closed circle, it's colored in. And then the less than or equal to would be a closed circle and to the left. So let's look. So it is a greater than, right? So it's this top one here. So it will be an open circle because it's not equal to it. And it should be going to the right. So it should be an open circle at 8, and then you draw a ray to the right. That's A. The rest of them, this says it's a closed circle, so I can get rid of that one. Oops. So I can get rid of C, and I can get rid of D automatically. This says it's to the left, and this one says it's to the right. So it goes to the right. Let's go to question number 4. So the graph below represents which inequality? Well, let's look. Is this an open or closed circle? It's closed. So that means that it is equal to, okay? And it's going to the right, so it would be greater than. So it's going to be greater than or equal to. The number that we're at is what number? 1. So all my numbers greater than 1 or equal to 1 will all work. So it should be X is greater than or equal to 1. So in that case, it would be D. Okay, this is question 5. It's the question below represents which inequality? I see that this is an open circle. Okay, so an open circle is either greater than or less than. Okay, we can get rid of all the equals to's. So it's either going to be at -1, so it's going to be at -1, right? So I have X, and then which way is it going? is going to the left. So we're going to use this symbol. It's going to the left. So x is less than -1. It's not equal to because it's not colored in. So it should be x is less than 1. Okay, so all the numbers, so let's go ahead and test. So -3. So if I put -3 in for x, does it work? Is -3 less than -1? Yes. Okay. If I put in 0, 0 is less than -1. Is that true? No. 0 is greater than -1. So this is not true, and that tells us that it doesn't exist. So that's correct. Okay. So our answer would be B. X is less than -1.